Are we doing successful afternoon, successful abundance for your night, and successful rising to any mirage watching this mindful message? It's your divine reflection, divine observation, and we are back with another message. And if you choose to, and you enjoy these videos, excuse me, make sure you like, comment, subscribe for more divine messages. And for today, since you all got the last video or part two to 11 likes, we are going to be talking about this woman and how she was inverted and how she's basically the definition of bug breaking and what higher orders or hierarchies want your children to get initiated into so that their energy can be harvested from the moment that they're born to the moment that they are going to perish. And then all that they have done was just to benefit a hierarchy that cannot be seen by the human eye or the human perception. And they want these algorithms to be manufactured into people's homes and screens of their mind. So where these beings are mimicking what this algorithm of AI is exposing itself to be through the consciousness of celebrities like Puff Daddy or P. Diddy, for example, because people call these entities different names, but this is what grown women are doing to show you what false masculinity is causing itself to awaken into, not knowing that this version of a man is not being masculine to where now it's putting beings who are biologically a man into confusion on following what this woman wants you to think is real. And let's get into the video. And I have also this as well, and then we'll get into gematria. Let's get into it.
Now, today, we gonna talk about EMP and what just occurred on Friday. Now, it has come out in New York City. The Twitch streamer Kaisa not charged with riot after NYC giveaway chaos at Union Square Park. Had these folks acting a fool, right? And I ain't gonna say it was just Kaisa not fault. These individuals have self-accountability, right? Now we know that.
Now, I understand as well for that key point. Witness on chaos. What was the whole entire point? Extracting the energy. So if you pay attention to that 2 years ago, remember, everything's a part of the stage, everything's a part of the plan. And when these beings need a plan to go accordingly, they're going to do anything they can to get your favorite influencer or favorite content creator to act out the script that is being handled from secret societies. There is no government, just a secret society pretending to be one. They don't lead, they manage the illusion. And excuse me, when we go into this chart right here, it's the all-seeing eye, Society of Jesus, Lucifer and Satan, Papal or Papal, Bloodlines, Black Nobility Council, Jesuit Order, Khazaria Mafia, Aristocracy or Aristocracy. Aristocracy, knighthoods, intelligent agencies, CIA, M16, Mossad, Illuminati Brotherhood, intelligent councils, and then Freemasonic structure. We're all born into this. Now, the ones who climb these ladders, they get more benefits that enslave them subconsciously. And that's why they promote this, I would say this subconscious, illusion to beings that have no idea what they're falling for. Let's keep going.
These folks is acting a damn fool. Jumping on cars, climbing up poles to smack on girl booty cheeks. Yeah, them folks real down bad, right? So we gonna dive in though, and we gonna talk about the spirit that resided over this event, right? So let's get into it, man. Now, first and foremost, NYC giveaway chaos happens to equal 181 in the ordinal cipher. Now, if you don't understand what you're looking at, this is the practice of gematria, turning letters into their numerical value. As you can see, A being the first letter, E being the fifth letter, so on and so forth. Now we get some interesting numbers in this occasion that happened on Friday, man. So NYC giveaway chaos equals 181, as black person equals 181 in reverse, the English language backwards. Now black history happens to equate to this same exact number, 181. Now keep in mind that this giveaway chaos occurred on August 4th, which also happens to be Barack Obama's birthday.
And then when he also did it on Black History, or when Kai did it. When she did that, she also had an imitation of a fake Barack Obama, which is also another inversion as well, or another woman playing as a man. And that other being, which wasn't Barack, but was another version or replica, that being ended up being on stream and just imitating how she would talk, how she would sound, how she would look. And this is all Freemasonry, just for entertainment purposes only, right? But that's what they want you to be entertained by, just stupidity and mockeries.
Hussein Obama II also equals 181. Now, what is the purpose of this, right? What does the 181 mean? Now, 181 is the 42nd prime number, as the N word equals.
Meaning that by our carbonated or our neuromelanin conductor of realizing our awareness, the moment that we went for the entertainment, the moment that we went for the bait was the moment that we were doing things outside of ourselves because we wanted to keep up or meet the expectations of the validation that people thought they were giving us, but it was just for themselves. So people wanted to become somebody because of how somebody else viewed them and not themselves. So when they thought as if they should go to the European man or woman, they gave their morals away. They got bug broken once again, and even in modern time periods, it's still going on by them going to the white man, by them going to the European man or the pale costumes. They're basically now cursing their generation because they have money attached to it. Not only just that, you went against your dignity and you went against your purpose and your meaning in life to know that spiritually you were not meant to be doing that. But see, because you're doing it, that's what you meant to be doing. So you'll always be stuck down here in an infinite loop that you thought riches could save you from.
42. So now we see what wasn't seen, right? The mockery. The mockery. And this is exactly what happened. Y'all acted a damn fool out there and made a mockery out of yourselves. Little did y'all know, the powers that be is laughing at y'all. The powers that be is laughing at y'all. And Kaiser was just a vessel that they used to bring the chaos. Because they know that y'all gonna act crazy over the number one Twitch streamer in the world. So yeah, he was just a vessel that was being used that day to orchestrate this mockery, this chaos, right? But come on, man, because we finna get real deep, man. Slavery equals 42 as well, and I'm gonna show you.
Like we already mentioned as well, the same exact indication is going on. So as you can see, the numbers is all adding up into what they are calling us and then attaching this word to. So that's why I ask people, before we had words, what were we using? What were we doing with these words that didn't have to have English attached to it? That's when gematria came into play because the letters that we had in our language that we decided to become ignorant in, that attached itself to the numbering system that we use gematria for to communicate with the vibration of the almighty creation. And then once these beings understood our gematria or the coding for the simulation or the algorithm, that's when they made up the bullshit of our sacrifice by putting it into a buy ball, and people are buying it and reading into it, not knowing that these numbers are telling us what we are still enslaved by today.
Y'all, that 42, we need to stop looking at 42 as such a bad number, right? In this case as the N-word, but I'm gonna show y'all why the N-word equal 42. I'm gonna show y'all the positive. It's a duality, it's a dualistic meaning to everything in life. It's always two meanings to everything, just like how they say it's always two sides to the story. So I'm gonna show y'all the other side of the story, right? But come on, let's get the mockery out the way, right? First, the TV show Martin, which was filmed in Detroit, the 42nd parallel. Now, if you notice, if you actually watch the show, you would notice that Martin lived in apartment 42 when the name Martin equals 42 in the reverse reduction cipher. So as we can see, it's a strong occurrence. It's a strong connection.
And you're pretty sure, or if you're new here, you're wondering what does that even mean? Meaning that Martin Lawrence as well is a grown woman playing as a man. And it's not just celebrities, it's majority of society because many parents out there put their children do the same exact ritual. This is a little boy mimicking a girl. To all my fathers out there, to my conscious mothers, my conscious fathers out there, would you do this to your child? I'm just asking a genuine question. Would you put your child do this, knowing that they have no perception of gender? And what is that peace sign for? They telling you. They gotta tell you what's happening in front of your face, and humanity's still allowing this to happen. She's groomed. She's just whoever this or whoever this being is that's holding the camera. Why are you recording it? And that's the thing. It's not for any of our attention spans, but it's for the higher orders. Look at what I did to my child. Can I get in now? Well, damn, you turn your child inside out. You turn your little son into a little girl to have her become a woman that we can use for the media, for many other kids to look up to for inspiration. She'll become famous because of that. We got you, but it comes with a cost. And the parents are most likely going to be okay with that cost because they don't have it. They've been doing shit for free for so long where they're getting paid minimally, but they need more to have that happy lifestyle that they don't have to work anymore. So they're willing to give up their children to make this happen. Speaking from experience, but I'm not a woman, I can't relate, but seeing how my brothers and sisters are getting turned inside out, I mean, being born into a demonic bloodline and using my spirit for righteousness, this is exactly why these things can't be comprehended by beings who can't ask themselves questions nor contradict nor comprehend what they were taught, what they believe, what they should know, what they should research, and what they should be questioning, even though they research what they question. Did it again.
楽しかった。
And I say do it like she did it again or he did it again. Because when you throw that piece on, you basically showing your initiation to what you were altered into. So that's why you will never see me doing the peace sign because I'm not altered. And not only just that, that means chaos as well, or really war. So that piece that people keep throwing up, there's war in your consciousness, and you keep on throwing up what the oppressor showed you to love on or flex.
楽しかね。頑張ってね。
It's a damn shame, bro. Telling you, and people just think I'll be just bullshitting. No, majority of society is literally just like that. No offense, man.
with the number 42 and melanated people, right? But come on. NYC giveaway. Both equal 42. The phrase start a riot equals 42 as well. Like I said, man, this is what's going on, man. And this is why the police allow this is why the police they be okay with things like this, man. BLM riots, people going into the store, destroying their own communities. Because this is what these are the numbers.
And the thing is, why would Freemasons arrest a Freemason? That's why all these things are aligning in 42 because the beings who came up with the English language, they're showing you that everything that you see is not what you're seeing. And then New York City also has the highest on the energetic grid, it has the highest version of consciousness that came up with the chaos that has trickled down into the south, into the west, to the east, and all that. So they have a major influence on the simulation. So many people who seem enlightened, they were born into different bloodlines that activated the spark to enhance consciousness above New York City's hive mind as well. Every state in the plantation or the stage called America, we all have our own hive minds in our major cities.
This is what's really going on behind closed doors. They love to watch us make mockeries of ourselves, man.
Hmm.
They love it.
Hmm.
We don't need to destroy y'all community. Y'all gonna do it y'all
We are entertainment.
goddamn self. Man, come on, man. Even February, right? Which Duke Dennis happens to be born in, right? A lot of us are born in the year February.
Same thing as well. Duke Dennis is also a grown woman playing as a man or what a man should be or whatever the case may be. And as you can see, the age just tells it all that money is the thing that keeps her silent because if she spoke up about what she's been doing, then you wouldn't watch her videos. You wouldn't support her grind from 2K or whatever. It doesn't matter what these people are doing or what they're in. They're all tied into Freemasonry. So are you and I. Only difference is we went the opposite route from the other doors that could have got us to what we desire, but our desires will never be fulfilled if we keep on doing them for the love of money. That's the thing. These people don't love content creation. They only love the money that comes with it. That's exactly why people are becoming content creators and they have no ambition to become a content creator because a content creator, for them to sustain fame or even be known or have this inspiration around their auric field, they're doing something while they don't have the currency attached to them. But throughout the years, you got to really watch this person on who they're becoming and how they go into different opportunities or advertisements and what they did to get there. And if they can't teach you gematria, they're not being themselves because they can't tell you what they are.
February, right? February is known as Black History Month when February equals 42. Now, what's also crazy, man? D Block, man, Duke Hood, man, D Block equals 42, man. And I know he probably ain't know that. This is what's so crazy about numerology. And you can apply it to yourself. And you can see the numerical patterns in your life as well. It doesn't just occur with these celebrities. It occurs with every single person on this planet. Right? So it's very interesting, man. D Block equals 42 as well. But come on. Roberto, Phantom's first name.
Same thing as well. They're all connected, so they can make themselves seem as if they're awakened. They're all part of the system. They're all part of the plan. So the people who look up to this group, who want to be like this group, who keep emulating or watching them, you're literally a part of. You're a part of this trend. Not only are you a part of this trend, you're a part of this as well. And you love watching this and you're entertained by it. And not only just that, you have been put through this. Because only beings that are in love with this can watch people who stream 24/7. And that's the craziest thing right there. Not saying that watching streamers is bad, but I'm saying the ones who are tied into Freemasonry and they're getting you away from your purpose and they're not really giving you any game or value in your life, you got to really ask yourself, what are you wasting time watching? This is literally what you're watching. And what's crazy, the wheats, you can get the exact same thing without having to give your morals away for beings who never cared about you. But yet they're throwing up peace and the chaos is silent and people want to chase this silence. Oh man.
Also equals 42.
You don't know what people did to where the things that they did, you desire them so much, you do anything that you can to get to where they are. But when you go through them doors and you see the beings that put you through humiliation rituals that they witnessed and wanted you to go through, it's a grooming tactic that your family will never tell you till you see it for yourself. That's why many people who don't know about Freemasonry can't comment on that shit till you walk through them doors and see what the fuck is going on. So you just turn around and just say, I don't want to do this shit. I'm good. This shit's gay.
Agent, last name, Mukhtar.
Same thing as well. Put her through that humiliation ritual by having her jump through this little pond or not even a pond, it's a little fountain in front of a mall with jeans on and a tank top, put with shoes and socks on. Said jump in the pool and you'll be in the group A&P or whatever. And here we are.
Equals 42 as well. So since we didn't talk about the 42, let's talk about the number 59, right? As it pertains to the Kaiser situation as well. Now, Kaiser on February 28th during Black History Month, on the last day, which I feel like Twitch just hit a button and said, yeah, let's just hit that nigga shit. Yeah, because we got to put him.
All grown women. It don't matter what color. All inverted.
Through these humiliation rituals that he don't know that we putting him through. So yeah, on the last day of Black History Month,
Look at that.
on the 59th day, when Black History Month equals 59, he broke the record of the second most subscribed streamer of all time on Twitch. And he did it on the 59th day of the year. Yeah. They said, no, yeah, we gonna throw that mockery in there, right? Because Jigaboo equals 59, slave equals 59. I put Jigaboo twice. What was that other word? Negro. Yeah, Negro equals 59 as well. So like I said, Negro equals 59 as well. And pay attention to how all these words equal 59 in the same cipher, the English language forwards as we know it. And this is the last day of Black History Month. And this is what these words equate to. So yes, this is why they pushed the button and let Kai hit that record on that day that they let him hit it. Come on now, this is Twitch we talking about. Come on now, this is Twitch we talking about. Also pay attention to how the last day of Black History Month is on 2/28 when the word nigga equals 228 in the English Sumerian cipher. Also pay attention to the Black History Month figure, Martin Luther King Jr. also equals 228 in the ordinal
Grown ass woman playing as a man.
cipher. Phantom. Phantom's birthday is August 22nd, written backwards, 228. Come on. Now let's talk about Skull and Bones for a second, right? Now, we know that we are currently in the year Skull and Bones, as this year in October will mark officially the 322nd anniversary of Yale University, which is the headquarters of the secret society, Skull and Bones. In other words, Order 322. Keep in mind, we're in the year 2023, the reflection of 322. So that's why you hear a lot of news, minus this one, because I don't think anybody passed away, but you hear a lot of celebrities passing away this year. This year is the death year, the death ritual, Skull and Bones, like a decomposed body. Yeah. So that's why a lot of things is going on. So it's very interesting, man, that the day that this riot took place was actually 22 weeks and 3 days after the day that Kai Cenat broke the Twitch record. So once again, I believe this is another one of his rituals that he has to go through. He has to do certain things now that the world is watching him. Now that he has such a big platform, millions and millions of people, he has to do certain things. That's why on his stream, right, he has certain people come. I seen that white man hump him from the back. Shout out to Mr. Keep It Simple. He showed that on his channel. I had no idea that occurred on Kai Cenat Twitch stream. Yeah, he got all type of stuff going on in his stream. He getting hypnotized and yeah, doing all type. He's showing you all type of stuff. This is what he has to do to keep his position. As you can see, G Herbo throwing up the devil horns as he broke this record, right? So this is why this chaos has to be ushered in. Now, I don't know if they briefed Kai. I don't know if they sat him down in the office and said, yeah, this is what we have to do on this day, on this special day, on this very day, or if they just kept him out the knowing and now he's just a part of the ritual without even knowing. You see what I'm saying?
I feel like it's both, because they will only tell the celebrity so much. Like, you got to be doing some sacrificing, humiliation rituals. You got to be getting like pause. You just got to be doing some crazy shit to where they even get you deeper into the knowledge that people are yearning for.
But come on, man. Come on. Right? Because it's also interesting, all these individuals, the things that are happening in their lives. So G Herbo is facing a credit card fraud case. He pleads guilty, and he's facing 25 years in the year of Skull and Bones when his...
And yet he was just doing an interview with Shannon Sharp. These people are scammers. They're scamming you from not only just your money, but your time and your energy and your consciousness. And people still listen to them. People still give them energy. People still give them praise. And they still idolize them and follow them on social media and watch what they do. No wonder these people keep coming back to life.
His real name, Herbert Randall Wright, equals 223, just like Skull and Crossbones. So yeah, man, it's very interesting, man, what's happening to these people in this year, man. But come on. Right, because let's get back to Kai. Now, Kai is 21 years old at the time that he broke the Twitch record, at the time of this riot, at the time of these things where he has hit a new echelon in his life. Just like his first name, Kai, equals 21 in the ordinal cipher, the 11th letter, the first letter, and the 9th letter. You can't deny that. But come on. This also occurred exactly 33 weeks after his birthday in New York, which equals 33.
Basically, if P. Diddy is the feds, what do you think P. Diddy's consciousness is streaming? If P. Diddy is the feds and is getting other celebrities knocked off to where she's not really getting arrested, but she's grooming other young talent to become more famous to where people still follow those pages as well. When P. Diddy's out here grooming and she works for the feds, what do you think she's streaming? Why do you think celebrities like Kevin Hart or Drewski are right next to her? It can't get more blatant than that. And P. Diddy has videos and pictures with Kevin Hart and Drewski. Why do you think they have the exact same script and two different parallels of a universe that people are still asleep to?
Police equals 33, and Masonry equals 33 in the reduction cipher. So yes, I believe this was his ritual. But come on. This also occurred 19 weeks and 1 day before his next birthday this year. just like Society of Jesus equals 191. Now, Society of Jesus is the group of individuals that are operating out of the Roman Catholic Church, the Vatican City, right? And those are the people that are above the entertainment industry, who all these people have to bow down to. Yeah, when they always apologizing to the community. Yeah, this is who they talking to. These are folks who they talking to. Yeah, they masters. Yeah, let them say something about them Jewish folks. Yeah, the Jewish folks. Yeah, let them say something bad about them. Next day they gonna be apologizing. Hey, got the man, them Jewish folks got these nigga balls in they grip, in a force grip. You hear me? But come on, man, that's a whole nother topic, man. The day that this happened. Now this is what I meant when I said this energy that was in the air that day. It was a very particular energy in the air that day on Friday, the day that this riot occurred. Now, this riot occurred on 55 date numerology, when Satan equals 55. Then the day of the year was the 216th day of the year. When you actually break that number down, 216 is the property of 6 times 6 times 6. It also occurred in the state of New York, which equals 666 in Sumerian, the English language multiplied by 6, right? So this is the energy that was in the air. So yeah, when a bunch of people get together like this, and all you have to do is set the tone and everybody else will follow suit. Just like when you at a concert, all you need to do is spread that frequency, spread that vibration, turn on a certain song. It's going to trigger that certain emotion in all the people that you playing that song to. And they're going to follow suit. Watch they clone Tyrone when they play that music in that club. But come on, man, right? This energy manifested, and it worked perfectly according to the plan. Now let's talk about that number 55, as Satan equals 55. So it's very interesting, man, that he has a connection with Lil Uzi Vert. When Lil Uzi Vert equals 55, even his real name, Symir Woods, equals 55 as well in the reduction cycle. Y'all remember?
And you said fast too. Lil Uzi Vert is basically Lucifer. Lucifer rapping on the beat or whatever this being wants to keep doing.
When his artist, Lotta Cash Desto, got killed on 5500 block, on 55 date numerology, she also passed away 55 days after his birthday. Even the phrase blood sacrifice equals 257 in the English language backwards, which is the 55th prime number. So yeah.
Grown ass women sacrificing other men to get on top, showing you false masculinity, basically killing the womb that you think is a woman's womb. You may think as if that was a woman who got crucified by her, but she's showing you how to bring a man down to a level that she never wanted to be at in the first place, because she enjoys the attention that she is traumatized by.
He sacrificed her for a lot of cash, right? But come on. And we talking about Satan, right? We talking about Satan and 55. So it's very interesting. Lil Uzi Vert. When you say Lil Uzi Vert fast, it sounds just like Lucifer. So that's very interesting that Lil Uzi Vert equals 38, as Lucifer equals 38 as well. And what's so crazy? Lil Uzi Vert was born on 38 date numerology. So yes, that spirit possesses him every now and then. Yeah, because the devil is not omnipresent. He can only be at one place at a time. So yeah, he gonna go in your body. When he done with you, he gonna go to the next. He gonna go this place, that place, that place, then that place. When that get done, that job get done, wipe my hands, then he going over there. And that's what he's doing. That's what he's doing to these people. That's what he's doing to these people. And that's what he's doing at these events. Go in there. Once that chaos has been caused, now it's time to go somewhere else. And that's what's going on, man. But come on, right? Because now let's get back to that day, man. Let's talk about the number 666, man. Let's talk about it. Now it's very interesting that humanity itself equals 666. Now it says some people are really very scared of this biblical passage because of the number 666. We all know why. However, this has another meaning too. Like I said, dualistic. Everything has two meanings.
Thank you. All life on Earth is carbon-based.
It is referring to the subatomic particles that make up.
Meaning that if that is the case, everything comes from us.
Carbon, 6 protons, 6 neutrons, 6 electrons. Carbon's atomic number is 6, and it is the 6th most bountiful element in existence. All life on Earth is carbon-based. Saturn is also the 6th planet from the sun. It is responsible for the construction of life in this world. So humanity equals 666. Now humanity also equals 42. So I think I cracked the code on why they tainted the number 42 with the N-word, because the humanity starts from the original people, right? So they had to figure out a way to taint that number 40. Is y'all following me? Is y'all following me with my theory? This is my theory, and I think it got some substance to it. I think it got some substance to it. I think it do. I think it do. I think they had to figure out a way to taint that number 42, and that's where that N-word came from. That's where that came from. But yeah,
Because every time people say that word, think about how it triggers most people in this world. Think about that. Not only just that, where does that hatred come from when you're the blueprint of life?
Let's keep on moving. So yeah, don't always look at, if you're not done with them folks, you just regular, just
Why
like
do you think they made these words up? We weren't talking for a reason. Why do you think they made these words up? And these words make us feel some kind of way? How powerful are words then? How did they spellcast us to believing in the illusion of labels?
me. Nah, 42 is not bad, bro. The number 42 is not bad, bro. 42, 4 plus 2 is 6, bro. What did Nikola Tesla say? The key to the universe is 369. So it's no such thing as a bad number, bro. There's no such thing as a bad number. Everything has two meanings to it. But come on, man. Come on. Come on. Right? Okay, let's talk once again humanity. So we have already been marked as human beings with this number 666. All of us. Right? Mark of beast equals 666 in the Sumerian cipher. Agent's full name, Din Mukhtar, equals 666. Do I think Agent is the devil himself? No. Like I just sat here and told you.
But does he work with devils? For sure.
Humanity. Right? But come on. Now, it is interesting that Agent is currently 27 years old at the time that this has occurred to the AMP group. He was also born on April 23rd. 4 plus 23 equals 27. Now, his first name, Din, equals 27 in the ordinal cipher. So like I said, man, it's some very interesting synchronicities, man, when you just look yourself up, and you'll see that everybody on this bitch is playing their code. Even me. Yes, me too. I am a part of this code as well. You are too. You could give me some information about yourself and I'll blow your mind with it. Right? But come on, man. Come on. So it's very interesting, man. Duke Dennis, man. Duke Dennis was born February 26, 2/26, when D block Duke equal 226. In reverse. And the day that this occurred, man, this riot occurred on the 22nd week and the 6th day of his age, on 2/26. So my conclusion to this is, I don't believe that these people know about these numbers. They might, because Freemason, I'm not sure if they're Freemasons, but Freemasons do study the importance between letters and numbers, right? They do know gematria. Freemasons know about gematria. Now, do I think these YouTubers know about gematria? No. Do I think some of these YouTubers sell their soul? Yes. Do I think Kaiser not sold his soul? Yes. Do I think that Kaiser not is going through these rituals? He's the one that has to go through these rituals because he's putting AMP on his back? Yes. So he's going to be the main one going through all the rituals. What happened earlier this year? Kaiser not was accused. He was accused of the R thing, right? That whole situation, even though he didn't do it. He was accused himself. He was accused of not helping the girl that was being allegedly R'd, right? So yes, he's the one going through all the, he's taking one for the team. He's taking one for the team. And that's what I believe. So yes, that's my ending conclusion. Those are my ending thoughts. With that being said, yep.
Great video, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. All right, let's get into it. Cryptochidism. 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 Testes do not descend. 3% of full-term infants, 30% premature. Both sides results in sterility or sterility. Chance of testicular cancer 30 to 50 times higher. 80% spontaneously descend in first year. Hormones or surgery needed otherwise. Celibacy. Born male, turn female, golden era celebs. There are 3 types of eunuchs. Born that way, undescended testes, and in that word, made that way by men, physical, chemical castration in modern times by hormone and surgery, or genetic engineering, genetic altering, or sexual inversion. Others choose to live that way unmarried, sexually abstinent, personal choice, or for religious reasons. EGI. The parents alter, invert the gender of the child to be the opposite gender, usually at a very young age or before puberty. It's a secret practice done by members of high society, the elite, secret societies, pagan religions. The practice of offering up children as a sacrifice to pagan gods is written about in the Bible. And God calls these pagan practices an abomination. The people who practice this believe they would achieve fame, fortune, and success selling their soul or their solar observation. Which is exactly why they have been cloning people for over, I would say, 2025 years. So this is not anything new. And that's exactly why if you want to learn about this stuff or learn about the globalist elite or parasites, study the occult, black magic, numerology, and astrology because they work with the simulation. They work with the energy of humanity. Humiliation rituals always make the Mason more popular. And then that's about Tyler the Creator. But And yes, they do believe in the architect of Luciferianism. So anyone who says Freemasons are Christians are either low-level pawns or have zero clue what they are talking about. The great architect is the God they serve, who is Lucifer. And thing is, your parents, if you ask your parents about that, they will put themselves in this lower level. So if they're in the second ranking of after you go into Inner Apprentice, the second ranking of that, they don't really understand that Lucifer is the architect for why these beings worship it, and they'll get upset with you. And here's information for that. And then I don't want to repeat that. And then Snoop Dogg, she was also on Kai that stream as well, and she wants to make a cartoon, and or she said she didn't care, or she just had a podcast about not giving a fuck or not caring about it, and now you're doing the exact same thing that you didn't care about because there was money involved. And then here you go as well with this information. We can make a separate video on this. I'll make a separate video on that because that's long. Sororities like fraternities are based on Greek, Roman, Masonic, occult rituals of Babylonian mystery schools. One must pledge their loyalty to uphold the secrets of the exclusive societies. They are literally breeding witches in plain sight, and most people have absolutely no idea. Fact. So when people got these two things up, they're showing you the two great pillars of Boaz and Jashim. So, or the divine feminine, divine masculine. So these pillars are just basically a gateway or a portal entering into the door that they have your conscious trapped under. In the beginning was the algorithm, not the light. Behind the veil, data. Did we build a new dimension? It was already built, or it was actually constantly building for a new God, new religion. The ego built a new God and a new religion, a new covenant written in code. People accept this covenant and code silently. And then I found this video right here too. As you can see, there's a lot like SD cards or SIM cards, and these are all botted accounts. And this is why a lot of times when you see what people comment, this is what they look like. The people that comment negative things are the people that degrade your ideas or go against you. This is basically their ego. Their ego comes from these forums. Majority of society is artificial intelligence, so they can make your famous celebrity that you've never seen in person before, make them look like how you think just off of doing whatever they can with the algorithm or just the data that you're processing by what you pay attention to. That's why AI has been a thing. And they're just showing you bits and pieces of what you still don't realize. People are arguing with wires, wired consciousness. This is literally the simulation in front of their face. Like, imagine arguing with somebody who's connected to this. Come on, bro. Keep your sanity. Then by her talking to Drake or whatever, people being connected to Drake and Kendrick, scripted. These beings are one and the same. It's like night and day and night, good and bad. These people are Luciferian going against Luciferians to gain more money and more attention. It's simple math. The media wants the kids to be gay because they're all eugenicists and want depopulation. Gay equals no kids. It's actually very simple. And if you can get women to become surrogate mothers, they'll take that child, traffic it, sacrifice it. There goes the fame and fortune. Because remember, the beings like this, these women were sacrificing men, and the men doing the exact same thing or whatever. They got to do that to please Lucifer or Satan. And there is a entity or a hive mind that feeds off of our consciousness. If you are witnessing it face to face, but you wouldn't even get close to it because you already be gone before you even touch down into that realm that the being is just watching us in. So it's kind of hard talking to family when your family is still participating in these wicked acts. Okay. I think we should be good on that. I just wanted to go and skim past that. Let's get into it. All right. Who was casting that? And then we got four ciphers right here. We're just gonna, excuse me, like just glide by it because we got a lot. All right. So 138-828-274-190 brain microchip. Excuse me. Excuse me. Confirmation and water, of course, too. But I put that because, excuse me, all these things are interconnected within the Hydra. Brain microchip, meaning that a lot of things that she comes up with a lot of things that she should have been doing as far as content creation should have came from her authenticity. But because she's scripted into being what people are looking up to, her mindset and her creativity, supposedly, or even just her determination to push forward in the streaming platform is handled, it's manufactured, it's been given to her for her to emulate what a man is supposed to be doing. So she's mocking other biological men or anybody else who's playing as a man, saying, I work harder than you, but realistically, everything was given to me because of my trauma. Coded TV show. I mean, she ended up getting iCarly on one of her streams. She ended up having her own university, and that's exactly why she's owning solar observations. So many people who look up to her look up to the money. They look up to the name. They look up to the energy that comes around her. So viral sharing, anybody that has ties within her or her experiences, her observation in life, they'll go viral for it, or they'll have some type of judgment, shame, guilt, humiliation passed down upon them. And a lot of them are okay with that because they're robots. And
Attention library patrons. The time is now midnight. We will be closing at 12:30. Please return any borrowed items to the service staff. We will reopen tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Thank you.
all right, cool. That's all right. We can do a part four. It's all good. We'll go ahead and get this started. All right, let me not waste time. Okay, so yeah, pool party. They did throw a pool party, and if you've just been paying attention, I mean, if you stay in the city of Atlanta, you'll or outside of Atlanta, you'll hear about pool parties, but there's no point in going to them when Masons are in attendance. The Kardashians were on, or one of them, which is a man, was on, and I think it's so we can just simply, am I able to? Oh yeah, Mm, not that, not that, not that. Yeah, bingo. American media personality, socialite and businesswoman, and then biological European skull and fit male gates. So bingo, got a male gate and yeah, Kim Kardashian is a man. So there you go. Exactly why they had a massive fraud attendance, and this is exactly why as well they had demonic cults. So everything is just adding up. So we already covered that. Be a disruptor, meaning that whenever you're watching her, she's disrupting the flow that you should have never been focusing on. You should have not been focusing on giving your attention to somebody who only wants your currency. She only wants your internal source that you should be pouring into you, working on your future. We wear masks. Every time you see them, they're smiling, but that smile only shows the pain that they think they can get away with by showing you a different side of their emotions. Male celebrities, he was born a she, pizza gay code, and what you see, I think she had little RT, that little kid who was rapping, talking about some, we're gonna do 60 fucking some miles or whatever. But get the fuck about my shit. Yeah, something like that. That little kid. But as you can see, the little kid fell off though. But that little kid was also inverted and groomed as well and was on Kaizenat stream. And she's just showing you that all she's doing, the people who are under her, who are younger than her, she's grooming them into becoming a mind controller or a hypnotist. Because these hypnotists, they need artificial intelligence to continue giving them viewers so that they can get this false sense of fame so where the people who are supposed to be going to school working on them or whatever they can now focus on the people who are in the virtual world. Puppet mask, lies cannot hide, which is exactly why numbers run this whole entire dimension and they put them against us. Child slavery. As you can see, they're grooming and trafficking children right in front of the screen or in front of society. And LeBron James was also a part of it. So let you know that these beings are all are part of child trafficking, grooming, sexual inversion, elite gender inversion. They're all willing to give, they're all not only just to Luciferians or Satanism, but are willing to groom their kids, alter their kids' genetics, and then gain more from that because they got to maintain fame, or else sadistic things will happen. So it's all a hex system. It's just a spell upon the mind that people think is truth, but lies cannot hide anymore. Child slavery, the DNA formula, Twitch boss, underage teens, and as by on these underage teens doing zesty activities or just questionable acts on counters, even in kitchens, and they're twerking. They got their shirts coiled up or whatever, and their bare like belly button is showing, and they're moving in GTA stripper algorithms on camera, and kids are laughing or they're just doing whatever, putting emojis. Why do you think many kids, literally little kids, are watching these teenagers? Because they want to be like the people they look up to or who have wisdom, but they're just cult soldiers and they're showing you what they want you to become as well because you can relate to them. Because only you're entertained by that stupidity because they're under mind control. Kaisenet or Twitch 147 AA2293173. Honor the oath. Masonic sacrifice. Transcend gender. And or trans feminine as well, transformer, little people, beyond pathetic. I mean, all these things align and are accurate as well because honor the oath basically means that the one thing to do when you become famous is act as if all the bug breaking you went through, all the sacrifices you went through, all the blood you had to give away or consume. You cannot tell the world or the masses that. So you can't go on YouTube and tell about your experience because things can happen to you or your family. That's exactly why when they get put through things, they can't really tell you why they're getting put through humiliation rituals because it'll go against the illusion that you have of them. That's why life is all perception. You think as if you know these people because you were told something, you've seen something, or because you have cognitive dissonance. So nobody can tell you anything that you haven't told yourself because you believe what you think or you believe what you see. So we can't force anybody to go against or even stop watching their favorite circus acts. Energy vampire, the Boule simulation, or a Jesuit skull and bones, meaning that enslaved neuromelanin enslaved the foundation of life, enslaved the carbon-based constructor of the simulation. Guard knowledge, this is what exactly what Freemasons do. And when you sacrifice women that are getting aped and then nobody else cares about it, that's how you get up into the higher echelon of life because you need more energy. That's why it's beyond pathetic. Liars and frauds as well. Dream initiates, meaning that for their dreams to be fulfilled, their mothers and fathers turned them inside out when they were born to where everything that they are doing is just them acting. They were going to be that because somebody instilled that programming to them at a young age to where when they were doing it at first, they were nervous about it, but then once they got the flow of it, that's when they gave you fake energy in their previous YouTube videos to where you see them now. All that stuff is just a facade of who they will never be. Intergalactic extraterrestrial entities or beings, meaning that the consciousness that has possessed the vessel is not from this dimension. That's exactly why her entire life is filmed, and she cannot escape her karma. Everything that's going to happen for her will be happening for her. And when you notice the things that are hidden, you'll be shocked that this video was even made. Goyim slaves, the people who are working for the Europeans or the pale costumes who are playing as Uwish, they're still working for them because money's involved, because they're initiating dreams that liars and frauds are guarding knowledge in because they are transformed into being women playing as men. Genetic deletion, so a lot of chromosomes or a lot of their disorders come from what they had to keep on being medicated into, and it comes from the enemy because they're acting. Times Square as well. So because that adds up from where she put the riot at, or even just the environment that she was born into. Major deceivers, living the dream. That's the thing. It was all a dream. So she's living the dream that many people are wanting to reach out to. They're wanting to go into. They think as if their importance in life will be deemed as this or sensational because they did something that many people want to do. But consistently, even if you try hard to get into the position that she's in, you have to go through some doors. You're not going to do it just off of just hard work because there are some things that come with that. And that's the thing. To be the best in the world, you got to define what the best is through your righteousness by letting go of things and saying no to things that you may really truly want, but you can't have because you'll lose yourself by even having it. It's inevitable, literally. So when they go through these things, like the knowledge that we're telling you, it's inevitable because no matter what, you're not going to escape the foundations and version that it placed upon itself. If we are the carbon-based construction of this simulation, we made all this inversion up, and we are the cost of our own karma because we have forgotten the ties that we play into it. And the thing is, Kyrie Irving was on her stream as well. Everything that I'm telling you, you can research on your own. So you can go on the internet. You have the universe in your hand, in your foresight, in your viewpoint. You can look this shit up and everything that's in Gematria. You can pause this, take a picture, align it with the video that you're watching. I guarantee you everything will line up and it'll all make sense. And before we get into these, because that'll be, what time is it? 12:10. So yeah, we'll get this video to 10 to 20 likes, and then we'll get into this gematria right here. We'll get into why these ciphers all make sense. Bronny James was also on her stream as well, and she has ties with another European who had Bronny James on her stream as well. And microchip DNA, meaning that everything that she does as a trans woman shows you how her clone has success. Now, mind you, as well, this is basically a younger version of P. Diddy that society still gets to worship. So P. Diddy is basically a vampiristic or vampiric or a being that practices vampirism. And because her blood has been infused with a different vessel, she still gets to live out her youth, her script, and the I would say the hmm, let's see, other word. She gets to live out her signature or her pattern. Yeah, she gets to live out her signature or her pattern because she signed up for this, knowing that she was always going to come back to being successful. But that's what keeps her here, her success, because her DNA is microchip, meaning that they need her down here, and she doesn't even know why. But that's exactly why they need her for certain things in certain planes. Because because a lot of times they want to do it out of pleasure, but a lot of times they don't really like to be pleasured by other beings as far as sex, which is exactly why they rather have surrogate mothers or even just use artificial intelligence now. But exactly why astral planes, they use beings who are turned inside out to, I'll say, cast a cloud of shame upon society to where they can't lift the artificial intelligent veil up because they're so used to breathing it in. They're so used to walking in it. People lay down in it every single day. They inhale it, they exhale it, and they have no idea what's making them age. Pampered in hell, meaning that she's, a little princess. She gets babied, but yet and still she's in hell. And she won't tell you that off camera, but on camera, everything is glamorous. Everything is how it's supposed to be, like the golden days. But that's the reason why eventually her whole story will fall off and you'll understand why it had to be that way because you can only lie for so long. I hate my height. But yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure she does. And that's exactly why many people still don't respect her. So that's why she has security because she cannot hold her own. But yet and still, at any height, you should want security around you or somebody that you know is just by you in a certain order so they can protect you. So bodyguards aren't bad. But when you're little, you definitely need a bodyguard because people can just pick you up and just throw you off the highway they chose. And you can't do shit about it because you're 5'3", 5'2", and you're a little girl. So it all makes sense. Breaks records. And I mean, self-explanatory. Did she not break a recent record? Because people were gifting her artificial intelligent VPN enhanced minds of AI. Turned out, she was turned out, organized chaos. By her being turned out, these astral plane entities are able to be fed because they already got the inversion, they already got the name, they already got the other beings who were a part of it along tied in with her. She's unconscious, maybe supposedly. Not just that, by her doing what her mother wanted to do, It gets her and just it gets her up the ladder. Degree of sacrifice. Looks can fool. Sick society. So the beings who are watching this, they are sick in the head. And if they watch anybody associating with her, they're also sick as well. So it's like watching predators or child traffickers, and then you're mesmerized by how they play the game or how they play this sport or how they're streaming or how they're doing movies or even just whatever. They're just doing some type of content. And because you watch that, you're watching a bunch of idiotic occultists in disguise, and people are sick for doing that. That's why looks can fool you because you don't know what these beings have sacrificed to get into higher degrees of masonry. It's a cult ritual, the biggest scam, and people are getting scammed every single day by giving them their energy. And the thing is, too, what we are reading is Jesuit dialect, meaning that you had to travel into a higher dimension to see these entities and why the mark on mankind became from Luciferian or it came from Luciferians' history of what they made up and took away from humanity so that we wouldn't uncover nor reveal to the world what they have been hiding from us the entire time. If you enjoyed this, get this video to 15 likes. Let's do that. 15 likes. I know y'all can do it because y'all got to 11, but 15 likes and we will end off this segment of Kais and Nat. We'll get into Vaughn 2 Cut as well. So if y'all get this next video to 15 likes, Vaughn 2 Cut will be after this video right here. And then we'll do Billy Carson, Charleston White, and Dr. Umar. We got many other characters as well, many other Instagram people as well. So overall, I appreciate you all. If you enjoyed this, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for everything that you all do. And thank you for watching and staying just in tune with your being. I appreciate you and just know I'm proud of you. Keep going, don't give up, and keep working no matter what. Never sell your morals for the materialistic version of what the world can never offer you spiritually.